Very good evening. So I would like to explain one more question on simulation. So before going to the example, just I will give you the meaning of the word simulation. So simulation is a general word which might be used in every branch. So sometimes whenever we wanted to know about something, generally we might learn about this through experiments. So simulation is a process where we try to understand about the original behavior of the behavior of an original system by doing experiments on dummy models. So the advantage with simulation is we do experiments on dummy models, but at the end of the experiment we can able to understand the original behavior of the system. So in the management, in the field of inventory management, we use simulation for to find out optimized value. So with this, let's move for an example on simulation. See, here an example is a bakery keeps stock of a popular brand of cake, and previous experiences show that demand pattern for the item with associated probabilities were given. And here for that particular cake, daily demand with corresponding probabilities were given in the question. See, the values are representing that to sell 0 cakes there is 0.01 probability is there. For selling 10 cakes 0.20 probability is there. For selling 20 cakes 0.15 probability is there on a particular day. Now the question is, use the following sequence of random. See, here random numbers will be given in this was given in this question. Now by using these random numbers we have to estimate, or we have to forecast the demand for the average demand for the cakes for the next duration. If you see the random numbers 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, so 10 random numbers were given, therefore we can estimate the demand for the cakes for the next 10 days. Okay, now here the simulation problem can be solved by two stages. In the first stage we try to find out cumulative probabilities. I repeat, see, probabilities were already given. So in the first stage we find out cumulative probabilities and we generate random number intervals. After that, in the second stage we go for experimentation. So let's come for stage 1. I told you now, in the stage 1, in the first table we are going to find out, see, this daily demand and probability were already given in the question. See, this is the data which was placed in the first two columns. Demand is 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and the probabilities were already given. Now we are going to apply cumulative probabilities. Cumulative probabilities are nothing but, see, for example, if we have 10, 20, 25 and so on, cumulatives are nothing but first 10 we write as it is, next is 10 plus 20, that is 30, is 30 plus 25, 55, and so on. Similarly, let's apply that cumulative process for these probabilities. So first 0.01 we are written as it is. Next is the 0.01 plus 0.20, it will become 0.21. Next 0.21 plus 0.15, 0.36. 0.36 plus 0.5, 0.86. 0.86 plus 0.1 to 0.98, and this plus 1. So this is the process of calculating cumulative probabilities. Once we finish the cumulative probabilities, then we need to find out random number intervals. It's very easy, and finding random numbers interval is very easy. Now let's take the first cumulative probability. See, the first cumulative probability is 0.00 na? So this 0.01. Okay, so our random number interval is always starts with 0, and will be ended for previous value of this cumulative probability. See, cumulative probability is 0.01. 0.01 let's assume as 1. So 1k previous value is 0 only na, so it will be ended by 0 0. So that's why its random number interval is 0 0 to 0 0 only. Next second one cumulative probability 0.21. So next one is 0.21 kadandi. So 0.21. So 0.21. So the next one is 0.21, let's say as 21. Now the next random number interval starts with next to the previous. So previous ending value is 0 1 0 0 0 0 ki next value is 1, starts with 1, but ended before to this 21 before is 20. Similarly, so this was ended by 20 na, next will be started by 21, but ended by this cumulative is 36 na, so 36 ki previous is 35. Similarly, next will be started by 35, next 36, and 0.86 ki before 86 before means 85. So likewise you can easily calculate random number intervals. Got it? So cumulative probabilities and random number interval generation we have to do in the stage 1. So this is called stage 1. Now in stage 2 we have to do simulation experiment. Now it's very simple, and we have to take the random numbers given in the question. How many random numbers were given? 10. So that's why we have to take 10 days. So he has taken days under days, 10 days were taken. Now random number intervals were already given. See, already given. These he has the 25, 39, 65, 76, 12, 5. See, random numbers not only from here we can take. So we can take random numbers in general from the random number sheet, and if you want, that random number sheet is available in the Google, you can download it. So for 10 days random numbers were taken here. See, no need to take exactly these, you can take any 10 random numbers from the chart. Okay, now we have to go for the experiment. What is the first random number? 40. So for now we have to check this 40 is existed in between which interval from the above table. So this is 40 kadandi. So this 40 is in between 36 and 85 na. This 40 is in between 36 and 85. That's why this 36 to 85 corresponding demand we have to check. What is the corresponding demand? 30. So that's why written 30. Similarly, second random number is 19. Now let's check where the 19 is, in which interval 19 is existed. So 19 is in between 1 and 20. So that 1 and 20 corresponding demand is 10. So written as 10. And next random number is 87. So 87 is in between 86 and 97. So its corresponding demand is 40. So 40 was written. Similarly, next random number is 83. 83 is in between these two. So its corresponding demand is 30. Next is 73. 73 is in between. 73 is in between these two. Again 30. So likewise, you can check all these random numbers, and you can check its interval from this column. After that, their corresponding demand we have to write here. Then after finishing the experiment for all the 10 days, we have to take the total demand. So if you add all this, you will get total demand, that is 220. But this 220 is for how many days? 10 days. There, but he's asking for average demand. He's asking for average demand. Therefore, average demand is equivalent to 220 by 10, which will give you 22. So this is the answer for this inventory question. I hope you understand. Thank you very much. Very, very important. Don't neglect. Same question once given for case study in the previous question papers. Here only doubt you might have, you might have is about random numbers. Remember, same random numbers may be taken here, or we might take random numbers from the table, or randomly you can choose certain number of observations. If you don't like these numbers or same numbers, you can copy here, this 25, 39, like here 25, 39, 65, 76 and so on. Like this you can take random numbers and you can get the demand. Suppose if you take 25, then 25 is in between 21 to 35 and its corresponding demand is 20. So you can write 20 here. If it is 39, then it will be corresponding demand is 30. So likewise you can take. Okay, that's it.